Greetings students. In this lecture we will be seeing the project number 9, which is making this project regarding strength and weakness of your friend using the CSS file. Here we will be making this p9.css file, which we have given as a hyperlink reference. Please note we are using link tag in this case in the original HTML file. CSS is cascading style sheet and it is used to give the styling effect in your HTML program. Here we are giving the color of text that will appear in the H4 heading. Since this program is going to consist of tables which will have strength and weakness of the person, so we need to specify the attributes of table. Here we are specifying width equals 100% and height in terms of percentage as well. Then we need to specify the border in terms of pixel and color. In this case it is solid black. We can also specify the background image by giving the URL. Please note that URL in this case is relative URL, as the image will be stored in the same folder where we are making this home page. Even this CSS file will be given as a relative reference and it will also be there in the same folder. Here the border will appear as a double line, so we need to collapse the border in this case. We need to specify the size of the image in terms of pixels. So we are specifying the pixels so that maximum of the table is covered, maximum of the web page, and most of the image appears. Background repeat attribute can be specified. If we do not specify it, the image will repeat throughout the table, one below another. We will also specify the TD and TH attributes. So we need to specify the border in this case as well. Otherwise the border will not appear in the table elements. It will only appear as an external box for the whole of the table. Essentially this border attribute is enough, but we can also specify height and width. Since TD and TH are a part of table, there is going to be certain issues and problems, as we will see towards the end of this lecture. Then we can have some styling effects for the body element of the HTML page. So this is the font family. In case one of these attributes do not work, it simply means either your spelling is incorrect or you have omitted semicolon. Please be careful of the syntax as it is a little bit different from your HTML. Finally, we save this as p9.css file, which will be used for p9.html as we have given the hyperlink reference. Now, if we click on this p9.html, we see the image, and this image was uploaded in the HTML document. Its tag was given in HTML document, as you can read the line below the body. And we have also written this text. Now we need to create the table. So students, I expect you to write 100 words related to your 200 words related to your friend in this project. We now proceed with making the table. Now you see, as soon as we have declared a table, and a background image appears in the table as well. This we have given in the CSS file. This image we have given in the CSS file. And the first image above it, which appears above the table, it is given in the HTML file. So we are almost done with the table creation, and we can see strength and weaknesses. So there is a clash between the attributes specified in the TDTH and table. So what we need to do is we will have to change a little bit in the CSS file. So we have removed the width and height attribute from TD and TH, and here we see the change in this case. Now all the boxes are of equal size in this case. Similarly, you can, these fonts, they appear very small, you can declare them as a heading H1. You can declare each and every TD element or TH element as H1 heading, and in that case your heading will increase in height and width. It will become H1. So this is the final result, students. Thanks for watching.